A news reporter, or it's like somebody could be sitting here saying like, damn, this is like low key somebody, like they giving the news report as if they've been present here with the court or something with the tort. Okay. Blood clots, lungs, heart attacks. So somebody could end up having like clotting up. I'm getting, well, somebody's name could be Claudia or something like that. Or somebody, if it's not Claudia, it's Claude. Or something about a clause. Claudia, Claude, Lydia, litigations, a clause. We got Paul, Gerald or Bernard. We got the name Belinda or Benitez Ramirez or something like that. Gutierrez. Something about the northwest of town or a location or northwest street. An injunction. Someone could get caught in the corner of injunction or junction. A weight loss clinician. Someone is somewhere where they wasn't supposed to be. Something in the northwest of town or location or a street. Somebody who was trying to plan or set up some sort of altercation. Who was this person? A city dump location. So northwest of a town or street or location, somebody was planning to dump the evidence here. Oh, here, or something about oh, is oh here? Somebody is looking for somebody. But it's like somebody is trying to get something dropped off at a location. Or trying to go to get somebody to drop something off at a city dump. Or trying to get somebody to rent like those dump trucks or something like that, those pod trucks. Like somebody's trying to get those barrel or those bins. Somebody could also did a trade for the getting some sort of benzos. This is also someone trying to get in control of something, because I feel like somebody may have been spiraling and it's just like, I did not expect to do. This is like somebody trying to say, oh, you codependent on this. And now somebody could be like, literally, I feel like somebody could have tried something. Somebody could be amped up on like benzos or something like that. Somebody is trying to look to avoid for something. Somebody's name could be like Joanna or Juana or something like that. Some shit, some weird shit. Something to do with a father figure, a dad, a father figure. This could be happening in Utah, or this something with Utah. Somebody could be in a car with Utah car plates, a rental company. But it's also giving like this vibe of this father figure or somebody that could be of a father figure. Somebody could be on the northwest of town, or someone could be pinpointing someone to go northwest or go to a northwest location or northwest street to a city dump. So something about somebody need to figure out if somebody could be like 2 miles from the city dump. Somebody could have got somebody. It's like something about the gump. That's like the projects of the hood. So most of the time, most of the projects of the hood is usually always on the west side or the south side of town. 20-mile radius. Somebody could be 20 miles out. You are or were being targeted. So this is like somebody could be trying to target a situation, or somebody could be like, well, they you know how like some people say if I was to get the Uber or Lyft, this is like there's one this way, but they try to get the car to take the one towards the northwest of town. But whoever it is, it's like the city dump location. Somebody's trying to get somebody to go towards a city dump location or near the city dump. Okay, whoever this Hispanic female judge, part of this circuit court, who's took this bribe, somebody's trying to hide either the location or they trying to get communication from somebody to drop a body, or somebody got the drop or got like communication about somebody. It's a father figure. Somebody could literally had got either a car rental, something about flying continental, or like continental breakfast. So somebody could be at a hotel. Montreal, somebody could have just paid somebody like a low budget or something like that. Somebody could have paid somebody like $30,000 to $30,000 recently. Somebody found somebody to do something for a very low price on the northwest side of town, Northwest Street. Somebody could have met somebody off of their biracial police officer. So they could have gave somebody, name could be, you know, Maurice, Martina, Maria, Malaysia, Marcasia. Somebody's name could be Asia, Margot. Something about Wells Fargo, but somebody could have did like this father figure. It's definitely a dad or a father figure. They could have they literally paid somebody anywhere between $20,000 to $30,000. For another person, they could have been out for them for like $2,000 to $3,000. But something is up to like $30,000. A father figure who sleeps with children or a child's friends. Excuse me. West End. Something about the West End or hotel continental breakfast. So most of those is like usually red roof. Excuse me. Somebody could be at the red roof or some shit like that. I'm trying to think of the one that's over there by satellite area. But somebody could be like literally, it's a judge trying to cover this crime up. They could live near like a city dump area or the northwest of town. Or they could have had something about township. Somebody could have literally flown someone in to do this bullshit. Or somebody could have flown in just to make sure that it happens. Because I'm getting like, this shit ain't for to happen again. We didn't spill too much fucking money for this. But it's like, this is not your money though. Confirmation. Somebody is so desperate for this goddamn money. This is no different than like a lot of people not realizing like what the hell. Well, I feel like most of these people know what they got themselves involved in. Because I'm getting also, some of these people could be like base heads. City dump. Individual has ties to a city official on the northwest. They could be meeting up on the northwest. Something about the name Townsend. A congressman or congresswoman. A father figure who sleeps with children or their children's friends. Something about this could be happening in Utah, or this person has got a car rental and the car plates is from Utah, or someone could be from Utah. Whoever this biracial officer is, they could be from Utah. This could be happening in Utah. Someone flew in from Utah, or they have ties to somebody in Utah. But they paid a biracial police officer, I'm telling you, anywhere from $2,000 to $30,000. So payroll. So if this person's on payroll, they getting like an extra incentive of $2,000 to $4,000. Because it's one of those keep it like hush mode. So $2,000 to $3,000. But somebody paid a low price of 20 between 2 to 30,000 to whoever this biracial police officer is. Anything coming out of Utah, you either black or white, or Mexican white, Mexican black, or some shit like that. It's only or Native American, Indian reservation, you know, Native American and white. Like, it's only so many fucking people of the population that's gonna be in fucking Utah. But if not that, it's like somebody's car rental car plates could say Utah. Somebody is in a community or in an area of somewhere where literally, if there's people living here, like for me, honestly, in state of Florida, anywhere you move, and you're supposed to update your address within 30 days of moving somewhere, especially if you are operating a motor vehicle. It's some vehicles that's been here, even if they coming from out of state. You're supposed to change your plates. Something about vehicles being somewhere past 30 days, and instead of like like even the apartments or wherever community you live in, they actually are supposed to report it to places, and those could be grounds to go ahead and get people to move out. But somebody's not doing that because but it's also, if this is a federal investigation, that's grounds right there in this motherfucking stuff to get people fucking arrested. And especially if they can go ahead and like say if a fam come into the area, whether these people know it or not, and they go into these people's servers and they can see that they're looking into something and it's all pointing towards one particular area, that right there is that grounds for them to go ahead and like U.S. Marshals swat y'all motherfucking asses, let alone get a fucking warrant. But whoever this police officer, they could be a father. So it's saying a biracial police officer that's a dad-father figure. Father figure sleeps with children or their children's friends. That could also be tied to a Hispanic female that has ties to a circuit court judge, or they could be a circuit court judge that's getting kickbacks and bribes for criminal cases. Okay? But they targeting someone. Also, that someone could be near like a Target store, or they hoping that somebody could do this. Because I'm going to even this fucking score, because this is like somebody just thinking something's easy, but also somebody could have a drug habit. Excuse me. Also, we got a CEO of an IT NASA company or a corporation. Oh, this is the pedophile ring. Okay. Okay. Are we hopping into this? I'm hearing better safe than sorry. Something about the name Bahaldi. Kari, or Curry. Marjorie, Margot, something about the name Margot. They could have a Motorola phone, so whoever could be, okay. I'm also hearing Biertra, Pierna, foreign, Pierna. That's European, but it also is Pierna, Portuguese. Somebody's name can also be Pierre. Kione. Someone could be like Italian or something like that. Pione. CEO of IT, Intel Technologies, or NASA company or corporation. The hacking device that when somebody's looking into it is going to be tied to some sort of Motorola, military and the federal lab technician, a female Brazilian prostitute. I'm getting they lure them in. Someone's that could be Lori, Melora, Gafora. Melora or something like that. Because it's like, how can they do something to lure something in? Something about a hotel. West End, Best Inn, American Inn, something like that. It's one of those, rent style looking hotels too. A male judge, circuit court, good standing watching. If it's saying a white male circuit court judge, good standing, you're watching. If you're watching me, somebody that's military or tied to a federal lab tech, is something that if you go ahead and, because I'm not digging too much into what you're looking into, but whatever it is somebody look into the cell phone use. It's a Motorola user. Okay. Mint Mobile, T-Mobile, Metro PCS. I feel like Metro PCS should have been phones that I know for a fact Florida is able to trace those phones very quickly. But even then, the issue with that is like the last name of the prior person using the phone. That's the only issue. But however, the call communications and the numbers, those things are usually very consistent regardless. Also, it's like I'm hearing something about the regalia, or something about the name regional, regalia, regala, a gift. Somebody try to gift someone with something. A missing deceased child 3 states over. Somebody also was planning to do something very petty. Like say, you order something, like say I get Amazon, but it's like an extra package. But with the extra package, it's like someone trying to deliver something in there, and you open it and they leave like an earring or a body part or a body piece. Like somebody was planning to do some stupid shit like that. Like while somebody was getting a delivery, it was like, I'm gonna make them feel something. And they was gonna put an extra delivery bag or a case or a box, and they was gonna put like whoever could have like a deceased child in the situation, they was gonna leave the body parts in there. This light-skinned female Colombian, missing child deceased 3 states over, so they was gonna leave like some clothes or something like of this deceased child to go ahead to make it seem like this would make them be quiet for sure. Like no, if a person, once you get past the shock state of that situation, shit, all that's gonna do is cause somebody to speak up even fucking more. And the fact that you giving the person that you feel like is not a prophet, you're allowing that person, regardless when they receive it, you're going to give them more intel and information, because shit, depending on the body part you sent in, if it's an ear, you're going to be able to hear what they said. If it's a finger, you're going to be able to know who touched them, who grabbed their hand. Did they try to do certain things that is connected to the arm, the connection of, did you strangle them? Like someone, do you not get that part? Because whatever it is that you're sitting here looking to do this, something about Reinhardt, the Lovejoy gas station, a trucker or some shit like that. You got to understand and understand that whenever you decide to do that and you're dealing with certain people and they call themselves seers or mediums, they should be able to pick up regardless if you send someone clothes, body parts, fingers, and things like that. And if they're, if they're calm enough, once you gather yourself, depending on once you can figure out, is this, one of my child's, is this their ear? Is it their leg? Is their toe? Like somebody is like trying to send like particular body parts, but it's like, I'm going to fix them. But all you're doing is you're going to send that. And then the person, depending on if we're still dealing with corruption and it's a dirty fucking Fed that's going to come in or a dirty cop, hey, I just received this in the fucking mail. Somebody be smart enough at least put on some goddamn gloves so when you're picking it up, that these stupid motherfuckers don't get bright ideas. But for somebody, if your energy is strong enough and you really are who you say you are, you should be able to read the energy efficiently, effectively, and know exactly who took this child, how they unalived them, who was involved in it, how did they lure this person in, what was the cause of it, the purpose of them doing. Somebody, it was like a child that they was messing with for like 3 years or something like that. They got them pregnant. They could have told them that they was going to tell on them. And the fact that they was going to tell on them, I feel like somebody was either I'm getting 3 to 6 months along or something like that. They killed the child, tried to dispose of it, but I'm getting somebody could try to have mutilate them or try to drop them at a city dump on the northwest side of town or something like that. For somebody, it was a father figure. For another person, it was a police officer. And another one, it was like they lure, if it's a girl, they were lured in by these women because of their looks. They could have been like, you look so pretty, girl. Like, you can hang with us. These are like grown-ass women that's 30, but they look like they're in their 20s or close to their teens. And it was like, they probably lured them in like, yeah, girl, you can get more money if you do such and such. And then it's like either that or they lured them in via app or got them to like strip. Unbeknownst to them, they end up start flipping this person and doing this shit. They could have also moved it up and it's like, yeah, you know how we be sitting here, that Shira 7 shit that can get fucking people killed. If anything, shit, those would be bitches that I would go literally online. I'm telling you, y'all, I will be a fucking judge. Y'all will hate me as a motherfucking judge because I will be rounding these motherfuckers up, social media and all. You promoting shit that can cause kids their goddamn life. Whoever these grown ass women in is like luring them in. It's like, yeah, we could get higher paying men, prestige men, and they can give you money, knowing these people could be abusive, knowing that they could do certain things. They could have had somebody having a meeting at a car auction location. Those are usually the locations where it usually go fucking down. Whether you know it or not, the men that be usually buying them antique cars, should they be the fucking worst ones. They be covering up the most fucking murders you could ever fucking think of. All you got to do is look at them and figure out who they connecting with, who they going golfing with, who they be meeting up for dinner, or if they got in contact with one fucking councilman, trust and believe me, they tied to a whole lot more shit than what it is that you can know. If you stay out of my energy and quit trying to fuck with somebody and thinking this shit is a joke, now it's like, it's not a joke. I want to kill you because you know so much. Well, you wouldn't want to kill somebody if you just stay the fuck out of that person's way, right? You stay out of their energy. You quit fucking with them. You realize that these other people are doing this shit just to get money up off of them that they stole from them, and you're helping them. Shit, if anything, I will kill these motherfuckers for even bringing me to a motherfucker that could actually read my life or read me to the core. The fuck? Or you trying to attempt to kidnap the person to use them as a slave, to use them as something to benefit for yourself? Get the fuck out of here. That's the lamest shit ever. These are lame people. But we got Brazil, we got Colombia, but these are fucking females being used to be lure in some people. This is why I don't do females at all. You couldn't even fucking pay me to be cool with fucking females right now. Hey, and keep it pushing. Oh, that's your family. That sounds personal. Like, I make it very clear. Call me when their funeral is over with. Somebody trying to be a friend again. You chose what you chose. You needed a reason to go ahead and go against the situation. Stay where you at. This is like somebody already knowing what it is. Like, that was no different than the situation in Puerto Rico. Shit, SP knew what he was doing. He knew way much more than what it was that he was doing. Everybody that got covered up for this police officer. I'm here if the price is right. Someone's still trying to figure out how it is that somebody knows certain things. But it's definitely somebody either could be from Utah, rented a car with Utah plates or out-of-state plates. There's a biracial police officer or a judge that could be escorting somebody to keep something under wraps, but I feel like it's not under wraps. Oh, they got the M-Raps. This is going down. Whoever went against you or going against you right now, they're facing horrible and traumatic karma. Something about a librarian. Something about Dearborn. John Deere. So somebody owns a John Deere, lives near John Deere. Dearborn. County, city, state. Last name. Somebody could be using like a Dearborn like device or technology to try to like mutilate something. Or cut up some evidence or a piece of material. Somebody been trying to test the theory to see if they can cut up something. Someone's name could be Rita, Ranja. So Ranja or Raja? Raj. I feel like that's the hacker. Rhea, Raj. Someone could drive a Mirage vehicle. Something about the name Hodgson or Hodges. Mahad. Somebody could be Arabic. Mental health provider going to prison, major investigation. Somebody tried to run a case with a judge or a police officer with a mental health provider. So putting something on someone's record, that's a malpractice, HIPAA violation, and then some. Somebody was still going to allow this case to run, and they know it's wrong. Sweet 16. Suite 3016, building 3016. Building 3016, 2016. Suite 16. Do you know what you're going for? Suite 16. Something about a runaway or a stowaway. Somebody could have made some kind of information for a 16-year-old to portray them as a 20-year-old. Somebody caught, like, I feel like somebody got in panic and they figured out like somebody was not 20, they were 16. Or something been going on with somebody or took something at 16. Something about the Epstein situation, 10-year-olds. Connecticut, a mental health provider, major investigation going to prison. They could have some ties to Connecticut, Utah. Some people that got involved with this as well, mother side, that they try to hide the situation, that they somebody tried to say that somebody tried to commit suicide at 16 years old, but it's like this person wasn't even nowhere near this person or let alone had the information or intel about this. Excuse me. So somebody could have been lying about it. It's like somebody like, well, they was trying to do this when they were this years old. For me, if it was about somebody saying something when it came to my daughter, and it was like they try, like if somebody dealing with this broad, that broad fake as shit. Because when it came to my daughter, I had no choice. I feel like if they go ahead and find the school that they went to, because Marcus was going to Windy Ridge, I want to say Crystal Lakes Middle or something like that, over there off of Metro West. It was the guidance counselors themselves that they said that my child came more than once. If the child comes to the school and they mention it twice, not to mention that the child had said something, but it was other students coming to the counselors on the behalf of that child. As a parent, I would literally been feeling my motherfucking self if I had not Baker act my own fucking child. This bitch is gonna sit here and try to convince somebody or this court or these judges to say that, oh, she wasn't in a healthy mental state to go ahead and put her daughter into to get Baker out. If they felt that my child needed a fucking medication for her mental health and for her safety and in the care of being in Sheila Deshawn Rawls Taylor, whatever the fuck last name she want to use, Rawls Taylor Chapman, whatever. And my daughter is sitting there not only once, not twice, but a few times has she expressed, but on 2 occasions she's saying that she tried to take pills to take herself out of here. As a mother, I would have fucking felt her if I did not Becker at her. Also, not to mention that the school made it very clear that I could not bring my child back into that school until she got cleared from a psychologist or a psychiatrist. That's a child trying to take their life, right? That's a child trying to scream for help, right? And if she's not going to talk to me, I got to get the professionals involved, right? Whoever this broad is, that bitch got fucking mental issues. And a judge that took this type of information and you went along with it, a mental health provider that's going to be under investigation, you will go to prison, and you went along with this and you opened up and try to play as witness as being a provider or a care for me whenever it comes to my veterans affair, and you did this telehealth. You have to see the person, and anyone that knows in psychiatry or psychology 101 protocol will literally say you have to meet the person physically, face to face. You cannot diagnose a person over a fucking video chat. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And then this is a violation, a HIPAA violation, medical violation, and y'all went on ahead and used what type of power attorney? Because if she's using any type of fucking power of attorney from military, that shit was null and void once I got out in 2016. You see? So if you're a judge, a mental health provider, a police officer, guess what? You could be charged just as much because you're the dumb motherfucker that instead of fact checking it and you went on ahead and presented it and then you went to court to testify under oath. Guess what? You're putting your career on the line because you didn't go ahead to fact check the information on this. And then for you to go ahead and try to lie and try to say, oh, they could be suicidal. I wasn't fucking suicidal after my child died. I was just trying to figure out how, why, and what was the purpose. Quite a crazy coincidence. After my son's death, his mother and the father of this child, they took out a life insurance policy. That's crazy work to me. It just seemed to happen around all this time, all this bullshit was going on. You see? It was quite crazy around the same fucking time that I noticed, even in my medical records. If anyone started looking at my medical records, my son passed away November 5th, 2021. From November 5th, 2021 up until current, I can guarantee you can probably see up to 6 to 10 different people touched on my Veterans Affairs medical records. That's crazy work to me. Half these motherfuckers couldn't even tell you that they physically spoke to me. Oh, you know, you maybe were just going through grief. You probably don't remember speaking to me. Bitch, I remember every fucking body that I fucking speak to. That's the stupidest shit. Now, not to mention the Veterans Affairs in Puerto Rico. Oh, they was giving me the wrong fucking medication, abortion medication. They was sitting there trying to make me sterile. They was doing shit to the fucking medication. So malpractice at its best. So Veterans Affairs, I got you by the balls. Quit playing with me. So me speaking on how elaborate the plan could be, I'm pretty sure this shit probably happened in Utah to somebody. I'm pretty sure this happened in Connecticut to somebody. It may not be that they're veterans, but I'm 100% sure this happens on a day-to-day more often than people know. Because I'm really hearing that phrase from paid in full. Shit happens every day, B. Crazy. This is HIPAA violation. Not to mention me mentioning someone's sweet 16, a child going missing that's deceased, and they 3 states over from somebody trying to figure out where the hell did my child go. Your child was lured in by a Brazilian or a Colombian that try to portray themselves to be young. Somebody went to have them to go meet up with somebody at a car auction lot to auction them off. Not to mention we got a CEO of IT NASA company or corporation. So this seems like a pedophile ring. Seems like they work together and be like, yeah, we can help you get a sugar daddy. Oh, we can help you do this. Excuse me. Also, not to mention, that's where this is one of those where states need to highly fucking regulate these motherfucking social media apps on these goddamn telephones. Y'all can go ahead and hack into all this other bullshit, but y'all don't know how to regulate fucking bullshit so these kids can quit going missing. Shit. Adults is an adult. So whatever fucking adult decide to fucking do, that's an adult. But these fucking kids, that's my problem. That's my problem. I don't give a fuck about what grown shit. You a grown adult. If you decide to go ahead and give head and give legs, that ain't got shit to do with me. Or giving up some butt, that ain't got shit to do with me. But when you're involving fucking kids, shit, I'm gonna throw the motherfucker. Y'all don't want me to become a motherfucking judge. I don't give a fuck if it takes me a year, 6 years, 10 years. I don't give a fuck. Put me on the motherfucking board as a motherfucking judge. I swear to God, anybody would hate having to come see me in court. You would hate to see me in court. These are kids. Kids can't even fucking live a life because y'all greedy ass fucking Nathaniels, degenerate ass motherfuckers. These are the fucking reason why I made that shirt. Your mother should have fucking swallowed you. This is a disgrace. And if you're a fucking judge, bro, hey, is there a death penalty? Can we give this motherfucking an injection? And whoever the fucking people or parents that had to fucking suffer at the hands of these fucking insignificant ass, fucking belligerent, arrogant ass motherfuckers, please give them the death penalty. This is a ground for you go ahead and shit, do one better. Didn't fucking Louisiana be the first fucking state to go ahead and castrate a motherfucker for touching on kids? If I see a bitch in my court more than twice for fucking prostitution or soliciting, sterilize that bitch. Give her a full fucking hysterectomy. Tell me how the fuck that feels. Castrate these fucking men. These are children. Because you feel you gotta prove a point. Bitch, it seems like you had a fucking an emotional dysregulation or you was fucking neglected. Shit, blame your fucking parents. And then once you finish doing that, get the fuck over it. This is the reason why you wouldn't want me to be a fucking judge. Cause I wouldn't give a fuck how long ago y'all did some shit to me. I'm on that shit. This is a ground where it's a necessary evil, where you do build fucking programs to hunt after motherfuckers like this. I ain't gonna kill you because thou shall not kill. And I ain't gonna torture you because I want you to know that I'm motherfucker right there. Make that move if you want to. Make that motherfucker. Don't even let me get the inkling that you even went to a motherfucking strip club or anything like that. I'm on your ass, Mr. Postman. I'm on that ass. Leave these goddamn babies alone. Let these kids can't even be fucking kids no more. Now, the psychology behind it, shit, we actually have fucking psychiatrists and psychologists that was actually doing their motherfucking jobs instead of trying to use motherfuckers as test experiments or test fucking rats. Shit, we probably would have healthier fucking people. Because y'all try to use me as a motherfucking, yeah, okay, I might be part of the government, but I'm not your motherfucking experiment. I'm not your passion project. I am not your fucking social experiment. And if you had wanted me to do that, wouldn't it be more effective to make sure the person would be able to be a willing participant? But instead of doing so, you allow these other fucking people to be silent observers. The silent observers shit, they be loud as fuck, if you ask me. Reproduction abuse. That's a full violation of your fucking human rights. This ain't goddamn slavery. But even then, We got to promote these certain people in positions, right? We got to, yay. But you sitting, that's a new fucking form of fucking slavery when you violate a person without telling them, do you consent to this? This is worse than a fucking sexual abuse. That's like being sexually fucking assaulted, being fucking raped. Did they consent to it? If they said no, no means no. You're going to go ahead and do a pap smear. If they say no, don't touch my fucking vagina, don't touch it. You're going to take their eggs? If they said no, no means no. Or we're going to harvest their organs. I had told you no with my son, but y'all took advantage because I got him long sleeves to do the shit anyway. Whose permission did you get? If both parents are not in agreement, the answer is fucking no. But of course, if you just so happen to be a person of color, meaning other than fucking white, Caucasian, you gonna do it anyway? Who gave y'all the grounds? Because if the mother said who's been the sole provider, carer for that fucking child, said no, and you do it anyway? You take my motherfucking reproductions of my fucking eggs out of my ovary to go help somebody for their fucking fertility because they what? They help you with Big Pharma? They help you with your computer corporation because you want to have a baby? Shit, bitch, ask me. If I know anything better, shit, per egg is $250,000 per fertile and useful eggs when people want to get in vitro fucking fertilization or using that for fucking treatment. You want to feel that people are fucking stupid about their own fucking rights? Shit. We know what it is for federal evidence. And this will be a fucked up judge to sit there and saying, well, you didn't say this particular word to, say that you're, presenting this as evidence. That's the stupidest shit ever. Trying to make somebody seem like they're irresponsible, but then it's like the person is very responsible from what we see. Oh, my bad. I forget that you're already violating them. You're in their banking account based off of what? A fucking mother who's fucking never been a fucking mother? This bitch has never been a fucking mother. If anything, that was my biggest motherfucking abuser and trafficker. How the fuck you get trafficked from your own parent? It happens. Oh, they're a gifted kid. They're very smart. They're a baby genius. So we're gonna go ahead and prey on them and use a false fucking power of attorney that I never gave the bitch. Oh, well, she did sign at the bottom of it, but she has to be there present to sign it. Trying to offer something up to science. I don't offer myself up to motherfucking science for shit. That was when I was a kid. When a person turns 18, you still have to represent them consent. Do you still consent to continue with this study? Considering that you didn't do that and that person went to the military, and once a person turned of age 18 and they have children of their own, you have to get consent. Oh, my bad, because they went to the same hospital that their other relative worked in, so y'all bypass that? Okay, Winnie Palmer Women's and Children Hospital. Okay, Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital. Y'all use some shit from 2007? That's crazy work. Connecticut, or a hospital in Connecticut as well. Somebody could be from Connecticut who got a bob or a short, blunt cut that could have ties to this mental health provider, judge, police officer, Connecticut and Utah. A mother figure, distraction, playing games, wasting your time. Somebody could be wasting the fuck out of people's time right now. Something about timber, woodwork. Trying to send in people for a distraction. Hispanic male that does digital marketing or website. Somebody could like to wear wigs. Or they could have hair that, short shoulder length hair. Public transportation. Could be in control of some sort of public transportation. These are people that when you tell them no, they don't know what no means. These are people that do not know what the fuck no means. No means no. These folks don't think for themselves. They're followers. We got a sheriff. We got a police officer. I'm hearing code black. Someone's trying to do a black ops. Stalker, it be at your door at night. So it's somebody is a female stalker, or 3 men, or 3 females, or feminine, or somebody could be in feminine energy at your door at night. For somebody, it's a short, dark-skinned male, or they could be like tan skin. They're short, cat eyes, slanted eyes, almond eyes. Stalker. Somebody, it could be a female. Somebody could be like 31 years old. This is even a person that like they don't stalk your social media. They'll try to stalk where your job is. Something about a stacker. So somebody could do something at a warehouse, a grocery store, a corner store, general store, convenience store. They stack something. Stacker. Or somebody's last name could be Stacker. Stacklin. Somebody's hiding behind a fake profile. So whoever they are, they're in a fake profile. March or April. Marsha. Somebody's name could be Marsha. Marsha or Martha. Harsha was like Dutch. Somebody could be like Dutch, Bolivian, Peruvian, German. Somebody could be like German, Bulgarian or something like that. Somebody could be somewhere from Europe. Marcella. This is like a person that do, this is like a person that follows trends. Oh my gosh, everybody drinks matcha. Like I'm hearing that matcha is so heavy, but yeah, it's so healthy, but it doesn't match your motherfucking, never mind. I digress. But whoever this is, okay, this fake profile, high profile case, trafficking, federal affairs, racism, financial abuse. Ruggiero, Roscoe, Rowan, Rowen, or Rowe, Rowan, Rosenberg. Somebody's name could be Rosie, Rosalind. March or April. Double, something about double too. Twin, mirroring. Double time. Overton. Somebody's name could be Overton. Singleton. Overkill. Somebody's doing something that they ain't got no business. A white male that is tied to an airline, a stewardess, rental companies, a desk company, so a staffing agency. This is like LinkedIn, Indeed. Communications from a particular site. Somebody's also looking to provoke something in a particular way, something about day trade. Somebody could be talking about the fluctuation of somebody's weight. I'm hearing, well, we're just gonna have to wait, but you waiting ain't gonna resolve anything because somebody may feel like they gonna get a chance to wait, but I feel like somebody's license about to get suspended. A pilot, a judge, a lawyer, a practitioner, OBGYN, Veterans Affairs. So it's about to be a major layoff, or it's going to be like a major indictment coming in. I'm hearing Harrington, Karen. Somebody was being a Karen. And here it is. Using county or city funds to cover something up, or it's just like, this situation is complex PTSD is that prolonged PTSD. So it's like you have PTSD and then you got complex PTSD. For somebody, the compensation that somebody's going to receive is going to be like for the rest of your life. I'm getting somebody, you're going to get justice in the craziest way. I don't know if this is going to be like supernatural or it's just like literally somebody eyes is on ground, because I feel like a situation has no choice but to be taken seriously, because I'm getting something about Interpol loophole in this situation, because somebody could have been hiring fucking people out of country, which is now a national security situation, which calls any, like, you know, them opening up that situation with Epstein shit is literally going to affect all 50 states. But there's 12 fucking states in particularly, excuse me, that is under heavy fucking watch, unbeknownst to them. But you want to know what's crazy? Me being in fucking Florida, Key West, Miami, Orlando, like the hot spots and shit like that, this is a hot spot. Why would you choose to go ahead and go after somebody, whether you believe in spirituality or not? But the real fucking people that really knows spirituality is a fucking tool that's been used since fucking ancient times, even in fucking strategy or the predictability or things like that. It's a thing. So sit there and do this. This is like motherfuckers that refuse to take fucking accountability for the bullshit that they choose to do. But we're going to be adamant to try to come after this person's life. We're going to be adamant to try to cause some type of stressor or inconvenience. But the prolonged part of this situation is, all right, you're trying to stop somebody from having a business. You're trying to like traumatize them. Good job. But now you have to get real quick bad karma. This day trader, somebody for to get suspended. Somebody going to be suspended from doing something with banks. Somebody's business account will get closed down automatically. I'm getting somebody getting a notification about having to come to the bank to do something, or having to close out their account. Somebody could be at church. The gospel singer, a gospel church, or a business or corporation or company. Something about AIDS Foundation, Donnie McClurkin. Somebody passing around. But it's coming from a man. Somebody trying to play. This person who have AIDS could be from Mississippi. Some cousins trying to switch up on you for anything shiny. They about to get karma. This could also be happening in Mississippi. We got Mississippi, Utah, and Connecticut so far. We got Colombia, Brazil as well. We got somebody that's IT, NASA, corporation or a company. We got a federal military or a federal lab technician. Also, we got a car auction location. Auditory, so something about in the hospital or auditorium. Kings Boulevard. Kings Boulevard. We got business, opportunity, money. 2 men and 1 female. A white female married with children. They got 1 to 3 children. Somebody could actually even have triplets, 2 girls and a boy. These were people trying to keep somebody from speaking up or speaking their truth. Current co-workers. Past and current co-workers. You can't control what another person's going to feel or think about you. Ain't nobody ever in control about that shit. But all I can tell you is you ain't in control of me, just letting y'all know y'all are a fucking disgrace to humanity. An absentee owner. So this is like someone saying, well, those are my buildings and my property, and they don't realize that I gave them access to this, but you're using someone's social security. See, the beauty of this situation is from when I rented this place, they sent in a letter, and the letter had these people's name on it. And with that name of it, it belongs to a corporation or a LLC. That's enough grounds for somebody to go ahead and look into the audit, the finances of this company. You see? Somebody wasn't thinking about all the ins and outs of this situation. But this is what they get for not knowing that some other people were under federal investigation since the 90s. Another group of people that they was working with got under fucking federal investigation in 2014, 2016. See? And choosing to do that, guess what? Now, anybody or state official, this is like some people, if they were under federal investigation, I'm getting somebody running somebody's analysis in the fucking database. And I'm like, I'm seeing somebody say, hold up. They got even, it's like somebody opened up some information on some people, and that shit literally opened up 22 fucking cases that if they solve all 22 of this shit is big. It's so fucking big that any fucking power players in this shit, I'm getting somebody sitting back like, how I want to play this. It's 22 cases, but it makes 4 major fucking impacts globally. And honestly, I feel like it's already started. Something about the name Sturgis, Virgil. The name Virgil, Carol, stock option. They're an option for this. We can keep having them to have miscarriages, and we can use those 3 for those DNA places that we can do for those people in this state. That's the thing. That is so disrespectful. Speedway. So gas station, music industry. Arabic female. I'm telling you, listen. Ulysses or Jalissa. This is leading to something so fucking crazy. A male passing as a woman faking a pregnancy. This is like somebody hoped to create inconsistency in a situation. JP Morgan payments. Hartford, Connecticut is up here heavy, y'all. Rome, Italy, March 30th or 31st. West Virginia. So bank scams are in that area. Connecticut, Canada. We got Scottsdale, Arizona. Somebody's name could be Faye or Faye Lee, or the last name Lee. Whoever this Lee person is in this Bauer, Bauer. They got ties to Los Angeles or Petersburg. Responsible for covering a death or part of a death plot. Something is no longer discreet. It's coming to the surface. 1945, 1991. So a crime or an old organization or something that they created in 1991 where it went quiet around 1991. Whatever ties it was with the U.S. and Italy that went quiet in 1991 that nobody was supposed to know about. But it's resurfacing. Relocation to a different state. 5-year plan. A leader. They was planning to go ahead and carry this shit out for like 5 years. Covington. Somebody's name could be Covington or Carrington. A white female that's a wife of a police officer. Somebody could be Afro-Latino or Latina that co-conspired for this. I'm hearing conspirator. Hispanic female, church member, fair, light skin. Hindi, familial status. Somebody did this for immigration. They did this for the familial status. This Hindi people that knew somebody was being forced homelessness from this Hispanic church member, fair skinned person, Afro-Latino group. A white American female, wife of a police officer, that they've been leading this situation, trying to make something to be short term. Forcing somebody to have to eat out type thing. Like, you know how you can find places where you could have the little stoves and stuff like that. Like, it's effective. But they was trying to double charge. Like, say I was trying to find like the hotels where you can get a room and you can cook in there. They was trying to make it seem like, oh, we don't have any availability. Or they would try to double or triple charge me for shit. Like, that shit is catching up to these folks. An aunt and an uncle. A black female that traveled to Georgia recently. They were enjoying this shit I'm getting somebody for like the last 10 years, 10 months. Something about over the last 10 days, somebody could have traveled to like Georgia or the Carolinas. Capricorn. A female police watching and cloaking their energy. Like, they could have cloaked themselves in somebody else's energy. It's like, you don't believe in me? Like, I'm the person that's supposed to be doing this. They're the real enemy. Nah, bitch, you dirty. A black female property management. Part of secret society, big hats, Masons, critical thinking. They trying to come together. North Carolina, Fayetteville, military, Germany, New York. Aquarius was January 28th, 2009, 2010. Something about the last 38 years, or somebody could be 38. We got the initials K as in Kilo, C as in Charlie, M as in Mike, H as in Hotel. We got the name Angela. Somebody could be like between 155 and 185 pounds. Somebody could be up to 6'3". Somebody could have just recently purchased a 22 or a 38. Somebody's name could start with J as in Juliet, C as in Charlie. Something about the artist J. Cole, Dreamville, Summitville. A male doctor, provider from Veterans Affairs watching. Poher. Somebody's trying to coerce something. Active duty or a veteran. So this doctor could be still active duty, or they could be a veteran themselves. Or they could have been part of this medical providers that were part of this situation. Your father's involved as well as worked with a mother figure. Veteran, active duty, male doctor provider from Veterans Affairs currently watching me. They could be a part of the Ponzi scheme of a resort company or a timeshare. Sleeve tattoo or a tattoo company. Cock blocking. Because it says sleeve tattoo. So somebody got one full arm or something like that, or they got a sleeve tattoo, so they usually wear like a long shirt or something like that. Scared to talk to you, driving around you at this time. I'm hearing the name Tawny, or Tony. Attune. experience, an ex-husband. Y'all lock this man up. A biological mom or ex-father. So an ex-husband and their mother, they could have killed the son, and the mom could have killed a father, or a father and a mom could have collabed with somebody's ex-husband, ex-spouse, or somebody to try to kill them. Cause work discrimination. There's currently a case open, but also it's causing a cold case to be reopened. This is like somebody wanted to keep somebody from moving forward. Trying to keep somebody from not being able to like fulfill something. Trying to keep somebody to slow them down from tasks or their goals, or to even take tests. They don't really like you at all. That's why it's just like, don't ever get all excited for love or shit like that. Because people just, ugh, the annoyance. Where is everyone at when you are in need? Nowhere in sight. So when they are out of sight, just keep it that way. A black female who wears a hijab, they stay home, but the husband is unaware of what they could be doing on the internet or on the phone, or like somebody's going outside their religious practice as soon as the husband leaves the home. But I feel like the husband fit to catch on to this. Houston, Texas. Somebody was trying to keep something discreet that they did in 2008. Somebody could be 5'6". That's them when they was trying. They paid Lewis like 50,000 or something like that. That's my oldest son's dad. That they thought that shit was so low key or whatever, trying to act like, oh, we don't know her, and he kept out of sight just not to claim my son for the bullshit that he was doing, so they can get away with this scam. Because I want to say he moved out there to Austin, Texas, but he was supposed to leave because he was trying to do his paperwork based off the fuck me when I was in the military, and he got mad because I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then my mom ended up giving him a drug, which is the reason being why I know how they be doing the drug shit, and then they rape you. My son, my oldest son was not a product of love or none of that shit. That man fucking raped me. So when I already had Ayana's dad, he basically poked a hole in the condom. Adrian's dad raped me. When I had Marcus, that was like a consented thing, but shit, that was, my fuck up. James, he was just a motherfucker that was literally like tracking. Like I had my own little journal where I would keep up with my cycle or whatever. And I want to say the time that he did come over or whatever, he was pretending like he was drunk. And I want to say I had it sitting somewhere, which is my fuck up again because I should have made sure I put it up. He was tracking my motherfucking menstrual cycle. Reproduction abuse at its best. So every time that I was getting ready to leave that man, knowing at that same time he knew he was gay, he was literally tracking my menstrual cycle to know when I was ovulating to get me pregnant. So anytime I was ready to go ahead and say, we need to get a divorce, we need to let this shit go, they was making it in their business to do that. If not, Sheila and Patrick, they will, get this stuff and be like, well, she trusts us. She's around here. And they'll do that shit. They knew around a certain time, or it got to a point where, well, shit, she seemed to have all my girls were in October. So they will send people around January to start to come talk to me or something like that. Like around the holidays and shit. So that right there, the annoyance of this situation, abuse at its best. If you ask me, now we're dealing with special victims crimes. This is rape. Then the last person they sent in, even though it's like I fell for it because it was like genuine, like at first, and then it was just like once I realized it was like everything was going good for a cool bit. But I want to say towards December of 2022, that's when I noticed the behavior change. Because it was like everything was good, money was good, things were starting to get off the ground. And then boom, just a snap of a motherfucking figure of a situation, that shit changed. And it was like the craziest change was They had Angel Espinosa. They had that boy convinced to convince that boy, which it was like, well, if she knows him and they grew up together and stuff like that, I'm guaranteed they put in that boy's head to go ahead and put into his head that I had did something with that boy, and I ain't ever touched that boy. I ain't ever looked at him like that. He was not nowhere near my motherfucking type. That man couldn't even sniff it, touch it, no nothing at all. Not even on my worst day or my drunk day. But they already had a plan with him whenever it came to energy, because I had started noticing like when it comes to energy, and it was like, yeah, I'm trying to do this and stuff like that. And I was like, this motherfucker knows energy manipulation. And it wasn't until like around something happened where I noticed that he had on that Mason fucking ring. I was like, ain't no way this nigga's in there. Then he started bringing up like the Vatican and stuff. I was like, oh, he's going through initiation. But by the time I caught on to it, it was right before I got ready to cut him off. And I literally escaped that by the tip of my head. He was like, oh, you want to smoke or whatever? That's why I don't smoke with people no more. But it was like, when he did that, I should have known better. It was like, he was like, did you try it? And he was like, no, I'm going to smoke this one because, but I didn't pay attention to the fact that he was rolling. Because I'm like, you know, you wouldn't think somebody you cool with, you know, fed them, that stayed in your house, that they would do some shit like that. But clearly it was something in that weed where he had put into mine. And it was like, literally, I felt like I was, it's like, what the fuck going on? I was like, well, let me get my ass home just in case, because I didn't like how my body felt. And it kind of like felt like I was going to be like drugged or knocked out. And I knew at that time, had I passed out and I had both of the boys there and I had to carry Marcus, I knew something was not going to be right. But then after that, it was just like, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. Mind you, I had to drive like 20 minutes or so, like 20, 30 minutes to get home. But after that, I was like, sure, hurry up, let this pass. I literally had to like breathe through it, but I did not like how it made me feel, because it made me feel like around the same time when I got raped and I got pregnant with Adrian. So that's how I knew. I was like, this shit is fit to get fucking crazy. And lo and behold, from that day forward, shit got crazy. It got crazier. And then when I figure out, dude, he was messing with somebody that I kept catching his ass with, even when I went through that phone and I found the like the messages in the voicemail, I was like, this nigga, the same police dude or whatever it was he was sneaking and geeking with was the same motherfucker that kept going up and down my block. But I was sitting here testing him, like he came to see me October, the same month where I ended up just had to leave because they was going to set the place on fire, was the same day I saw that same nigga from the same fucking picture that was sitting there going up and down my street. But I'm sitting here testing him like, is he gonna tell me? Is he gonna tell me? Is he gonna tell me? And he didn't ever fucking tell me. And ever since then, it was like, should have just let it go. And I want to say I cut him off then, and I didn't talk to him until like March or April, right before I got ready to come. Like, let me help you, let me help you. And it's like, you don't really want to fucking help me. Like, motherfucker, you were sent to kill me. If you were sent to kill me, tell me, man. Like, tell me, like, at least let me have one fucking person in the world that, regardless if this shit gonna go left, at least I know the fucking truth. Like, I ain't trying to go out here like no, you know, go out like no fucking, you know, booth or nothing like that. But motherfucker, you left me like that moment. That's when I just knew. I was just like, sure that this shit gonna get crazier. But in order for you to even fucking know what the fuck going on, I already knew. I just didn't know it was gonna be through him. But I already knew it was gonna be this cycle all over again. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know at what angle, from who, or whatever the case may be. But then it was just like, that was like my huge wake up call. Like, sure, ain't nobody gonna rescue you. Ain't nobody gonna help you. And then when I realized that it was like, I get back and the first thing I'm seeing, I'm under attack straight from the fucking police. That's when I knew. I was like, you know what? Ain't nobody gonna believe this shit. Because they part of it. But who gonna believe anybody? Like, I grew up around fucking nurses and people that kill all fucking day. But God forbid you talk about it, because the abusers are the people who y'all supposed to trust. They ain't fucking trusted. They the worst motherfucking criminals of them all. Shit, if anything, the motherfucker in a uniform or trying to be behind the desk be the worst criminal than the ones that you be sitting there thinking strung out on the drugs and shit like that, tattoos, and they look like the fucking criminals. Shit, the motherfuckers you gotta be worried about is the motherfuckers try to portray as if they're not the fucking criminals, because they usually the biggest motherfucking criminals in the crooks. But me, I was already prepared. I just did not feel that that would have came from him. And like I said, he went on ahead and made sure he got his hit first before he went on ahead and let these people do this shit. And I was just like, bruh. But, you know, and when it comes to the response, you know, you want to be part of the Portuguese Spain crew, or, you know, wanting to be part of the Masons and shit like that. You got to do what you got to do. That's why it's like, shit, really, I ain't finna be mad about it. But them taking it this far, like wanting to hurt the kids and shit like that, that right there was just enough for me to just know, like, can't trust nobody. Like, a motherfucker coming back around, like, honestly, I already gonna know what's up. It's like, motherfucker, it's gonna be you or me. But shit, I'm gonna entertain this shit because I'm gonna have to figure it out. Because ain't nobody been like why would I want to trust the system when I know the system already fucking failed me? Shit, I done had to be my own man in this motherfucker for shit. But this shit right here is like, I'm not surprised. It's like, I'm here to save you and protect you. No, the fuck you're not. like somebody would literally have to prove that shit. Like, you gotta convince me. Somebody from Portugal or Spain that's resisted the change in this situation, that wanted to set up a rape and take some money. They do not want you really. It's an emotional game. Press charges, no excuse or restraining order. Because they wanted to convince these motherfucking people I had this mental disorder. I was like, bro, the people talk about I got the mental disorder, you over here getting paid from government, feds. But shit, motherfucker will do anything just to keep out of motherfucking jail. Like, you're clear of some shit that they shouldn't have never got involved in, but you can't help nobody who don't want to help themselves. Somebody, a stalker, peeks in your window. I done caught so many people looking through the window. Coming into my house, everything. Made a decision, need a full panel testing. There's no rest for the wicked. Apartment, a home. Self-sabotaging. Person doesn't like kids. That's why it's like, like, it makes sense to me. Like, all those miscarriages, that's why I was like, I don't trip about it. Like, it hurt my feelings because I love everything about kids, but shit, they don't like kids. They just don't like kids. It's all cool though. It's just what it meant to be, so I ain't tripping on that. A healthy way to regulate their emotions. Because these were people that probably didn't even know how to regulate themselves. They probably just got beat for every fucking thing instead of they people paying attention to that. The arson, sheriff, the hospital. Somebody could be an Ayersville Sage that was planning that fire to happen to someone. You are petty. Stop hiding behind stuff. They sitting here watching, trying to see how this gonna go. A judge, a law firm, office phones are being bugged. Smile in your face and talk bad about you. The chest tattoo. I wasn't surprised about it. A cousin don't like you. That's why it's like, I don't be bothered by people. Someone would tell you what's happening and offer to assist in what you need to keep clear. Upset they even participated. They know you're a good person. My nose is itching. Time to keep to yourself. I ain't afraid of being alone, shit. I'm actually more afraid to be with people or around people than by myself, shit. Being by myself is more fucking peaceful. At least I know that's a peace of mind. Like, I have more fear with wanting to be with people or trying to be around them. Like, like that right there is just like, ugh, it creeps me out. A black female, dark skin, tied to a bank. A Hispanic light skinned female with a pastor, a wife, and some voodoo dolls that could have laced someone's weed. I feel like evidence is coming out. Shocked and surprised, caught off guard. Like, they was hoping and praying that I start back smoking weed just so they could feel like they get me. Like, nah, I'm cool. Shit, like that shit right there was enough for me. Like, these motherfuckers trying to poison me. Shit. Being sober, it ain't gonna kill you. Shit. Stealing money, stolen money, Scotland. Somebody's name could be Scotland or Scott. Side chick, side dude, you or them. A female or friends of an official pastor involved with overseas, which is actually somebody's side dude or side chick. Working on yourself is healing. Past person, recent past person. Somebody could be healing. A children's hospital. A Cuban is attempting to do a reversal, clear and return money or restore immediately. Heal pregnancy or something like that. Heal fertility. Something about somebody's blood pressure. An eye doctor. Social media gang stalkers are near you physically. These people are literally, personally, physically 3D stalking. Somebody that drives a Chevy is one of the cyber stalkers and physical stalkers. A man using our company's computers for crimes. Somebody's using their company computers for crimes. That could drive a Chevy. Somebody could be Mexican. You have something meds would clear it up. Shots of pills. Here, BV, something about New Hampshire. Have you learned your lesson? Something about the name Marissa. Somebody need to get an STD check because somebody fucked with somebody, because it's just like somebody just came back because it's like whoever that they was fucking with or arguing with, they wasn't getting a check, so they called somebody to come back in, and then it's like they called this person in, and it's like somebody, isn't it at Ida, Ingrid or some shit like that, Idrid, Elga, Helga, some shit like that. Delica or some shit. Somebody need to make sure you get the STD check in. Stay positive no matter what. A physical therapist. They could be getting goosebumps. Like, how the fuck you know this shit? Something about hawks. Atlanta, Georgia as well. Or something about a zoo, veterinarian. Trying to cause somebody like emotional distress. These people gonna need to go to some type of program. You had plenty of NDAs back in the day, so they need to hush. Somebody's name says Sincere Roxanne. So Roxanne could be saying somebody could have used to always get NDAs and they was on drugs really bad. Somebody's grandma or grandfather will pass away in the next 3 days. They don't feel no type of regret about what they did to somebody. Somebody about to be on their way. Somebody gonna pretend to act like they felt bad for what it is that they did and they don't care. It ain't no fucking secret. Anybody know Oprah's bisexual. The fuck? Who gives a shit? A real estate agent that's bisexual. A real estate broker and an agent could be sleeping together. They could be doing a throuple. A black female in a pharmacy with blood labs or whatever. They could be dealing with these people. It's like somebody like to do, 2 men and then a female or whatever. A female, a man, I don't know, whatever that shit is. Unicorn, that ain't got shit to do with it. Somebody could have paid for some type of plastic surgery. A black female pharmacy had or about to have plastic surgery. You're busted. You're fake as fuck. To say, peekaboo, I see you. Ain't no getting out of this situation. Man, somebody trying to get somebody to cut the communication, but it's like, how is it that we're not doing this? Housing or Townsend? A white male real estate property manager. Somebody could be losing sleep about this. Something about a club. Somebody trying to do something. If it's a club owner or something like that, whatever, don't leave the club with someone. Something about a setup, or somebody needs to make sure that you don't let somebody enter your club. It's a setup. Or somebody gonna go into the club and get set up. I feel like somebody knows something about a setup. Real recognized, real no game ring. Somebody can end up receiving good karma about fixing something or healing something or doing something. Somebody, if you're gonna do it, don't lose no sleep from it, but you need to do it fast. But somebody I'm telling you, somebody literally have up until fucking Saturday. Old whores, old school groupie, get down girls, lot lizards, escorts, and 304s. Smiling in your face and talking bad about you at the same time via text. Somebody could be sitting there having a conversation like, like they acting like they listen to you, but they texting somebody real bad about you. A black female hacker paid by the state and some affiliates. That could be angry or mad, or somebody could have like a hornet's nest near them. Always wear a shaper or a waist trainer. A recent situationship or something that was never solidified. They try to pay for a hitman or a prophet, or somebody could have denied it. It was like, nah, like, get this shit up out of here. I ain't finna go down for this shit. For somebody, it was just like, nah, or they were originally paid for it, and then it's like they could have got offered it again. I'm getting somebody like, nah. But it's like somebody did it for the love of money. It wasn't no love for you. It was just love for the money. So you could be self-sabotaging. They're not responsible for how you feel. I learned that shit a long time ago. Shit, for me, shit, they could probably be telling me I'm sabotaging something. Oh, fucking well, I'd rather just be by myself than it's just like, shit, it's going to be what it's going to be, right? Relocation, same state. Shit, it's certain things you can forgive, but shit, how can I trust something that's try to fucking take your life, try to kill you, like, not once, not twice, but plenty motherfucking time, every chance that they get. All for the love of fucking money. Ain't no real love out here. But you can love yourself, though. A black male doctor. Somebody could be trying to help somebody in a way. Something about a write-up. Savings for individual. A parent passing or passed on. Somebody probably realizing the truth. These motherfuckers took some fucking money. And somebody could have been putting in the books that it was like a welfare check or a check to help for something, and it's not even that. Somebody trying to pretend like they motherfucking healers and they're not. People talking about they healers. You ain't no motherfucking healer if you doing dark shit on people. And you got to go against free will. There's nothing light. There's nothing high priestess or empress about that type of energy at all. Or divine. A white male official involved in cyber crimes, a judge, a senate, and a governor. Because what? The truth is coming out. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Apparently, I'm opening up for some devils that's doing some shit. Out-of-state car plates. I said that earlier. You're receiving justice for all the injustices. Like, the worst fucking feeling in the world is just sitting there, like, knowing you got something in your woman versus them giving you the information. They trying to take your motherfucking life to cover up the even bigger crime. But quick to hide behind fucking religion. Oh, God, don't go to burning fucking hell. We live in hell already. So, shit, you doing your fucking Hellion job. Hellenistic fucking behavior. A Haitian woman that do voodoo and trying to hide behind spirituality using the fucking Bible. You not know you curse yourself when you do that shit. A black female dark-skinned judge. Be honest with yourself. You wasn't respecting yourself, your job, your title, let alone your fucking body doing this shit. A black female, light-skinned female with bank ties. Something about the name James or Justin. Using open Wi-Fi away from their home within 1 to 15-mile radius. Starbucks, McDonald's, or a hospital. Or whatever spot has an open Wi-Fi. Somebody's using it. Or whenever you look into their phone. Somebody doing this for cloning a phone. Trying to get this money. Maintenance. Somebody do something with replacement. Something about eggs. Dairy. These are people that just, they want the back and forth to stop. They just wanted to stop. Major communication. Study people's faces. A shootout or a murder. Someone's trying to do it to somebody. For me, they've been trying to plot this shit for a cool little minute. They try to make financial plans or goals, bills, savings, and investments. A masculine and masculine energy. Hierophant. Can we talk? Pull it up with friends, family. I don't know what the fuck this shit is about. That became irrelevant. Somebody lives in your neighborhood. A male circuit court judge accepting sexual favors and trade. Missing child. Trafficking between the age 0 newborns to 6 years old. DCF cases. A black female stalking, being nosy. They could be on the west side of town or a west side location or West Street. I'm here under the West End or Best Western End. A body is 1 mile or less from their home or somebody that's last seen. Somebody could be sharing something. Individuality, work matters, determination to cover something. Somebody's determined to cover something. Concern switch, trying to cause an intentional accident. We got Korea, Europe, Great Britain, Australia, Mexico, Switzerland, China. Yeah, Japan, United Kingdom, Turkey, Taiwan, Russia, Singapore. So somebody could have been trying to pay these people to go ahead and get people off the radar. Something about the frequent flyer program. So look into the recent frequent flyer program for the last 7 to 10 months, or you could go back to October 7th up to current. Frequent flyers. It's repetitive names that show up. A body of a person, or they trying to set up to be taken by a female, vindictive, revenge because they're mad. An escort or a stripper trying to set up somebody to be taken or unalive. A lab technician and somebody from a hospital that hired a male that's 3 miles away from their work or home, or 3 miles away from the person who they're plotting and planning to do this. So somebody could be parked somewhere, work somewhere 3 miles away from the person that could be reporting or speaking on an incident. A corrupt male district attorney of the state that could be covering this person or telling like the sheriffs or the police to like not mess with this person or some shit. Dwayne, someone's name could be Dwayne, somebody's name could be Reeves. Could have ties to the pharmacy. CVS, Walgreens, Ultra Vieres, Ultra VIRES, Ultra Vieres, hiding or crying for or around a national park or for a park ranger. We're going to end that there. Give me a break. Somebody could be eating a Kit Kat bar. Somebody could be asking, give me a break, man. Somebody could be shocked or caught off guard by a situation. I don't know how people could be fearful about something shit. If you already try to kill a motherfucker, how the fuck you gonna be scared to start a bullshit conversation when you already know it's bullshit? If it's not and you genuinely trying to help somebody, shit, you break your motherfucking neck to make sure you gonna do this shit. But I feel like some people just don't care. Surrender stress and denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Surrender to stress and surrender to denial. Yep. Let it go.